Imagine yourself entering a mythical kingdom where cobblestone streets whisper stories of 1,000 years, where a tiny boy statue wears new clothes 3 times a week like an immortal fashion icon, and where a cup of coffee is only truly complete when the rain falls gently, blending with the sweet aroma of chocolate that hangs in the air. Welcome to Belgium, a dazzling jewel in the heart of Europe, where history, culture, and magic intertwine like an eternal melody. At just 11,800 square miles, smaller than Maryland, Belgium is the beating heart of the old continent, where you can live like royalty on a shoestring, sip UNESCO beers, and wander through fairy tale castles. Grab your imaginary map, raise a cold Belgian beer, and join us in exploring picturesque Bruges, its vibrant festivals, and enchanting cuisine. Every moment is a treasure. Belgium, a small but mighty nation, is a strategic and cultural hub of Europe, located at the vibrant crossroads of France, Germany, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. With a population of 11.7 million, Belgium boasts 3 official languages, 60% Dutch, 40% French, and 1% German, with people switching languages as easily as you flick through apps on your phone. Their talent has the world admiring them. Home to the European Union, EU, and NATO, Belgium is not only a political hub, but also a cultural melting pot where you can live the European aristocratic lifestyle for 45% less than Paris or New York. The high-speed train system allows you to have chocolate waffles for breakfast in Brussels, croissants for lunch in Paris, and craft beers in Amsterdam for dinner all in one day. Belgium is the cradle of craft beer culture with more than 1,600 varieties, each a masterpiece crafted by Trappist monks or skilled artisans, providing an experience as unique as a poem written with beer yeast. Imagine standing in the middle of the Grand Place, feeling the pulse of Europe, and realizing that Belgium is where all travel dreams begin. Belgium, with a temperate climate like Seattle, paints a charming picture of 4 seasons. Summers are cool at 27 degrees Celsius, winters are mild with snowfall. Each season is a vivid story of nature. Spring comes, tulips and cherry blossoms bloom, turning Brussels and Ghent into colorful, picturesque gardens. In summer, the golden sunlight sparkles on the canals, inviting you to go boating or enjoy coffee on the banks, immersing yourself in the slow pace of life. In autumn, red and yellow leaves cover the cobblestone streets, evoking the scenery of a Van Gogh painting, making every step an artistic journey. Winter comes, the Christmas market turns Belgium into a wonderland, sparkling lights, and the fragrant smell of gingerbread spreading. The Belgian lifestyle is a symphony of modernity and tradition. People cycle through the old town, stop at small cafes to read books and chat. On weekends, families gather around strong Trappist beers and hot waffles, sharing warm moments. Brussels, with more than 200 independent bookstores, is a paradise for literature lovers, where you can immerse yourself in old books. Bois de la Cambre Park or Citadel Park in Ghent is an ideal destination to picnic, relax, or watch people pass by. The Floralia Flower Festival in Groot Bijgarden turns the fields into a sea of brilliant flowers, attracting thousands of visitors. Living in Belgium means living slowly, enjoying every simple moment, with reasonable costs allowing you to explore Europe every month. Belgium is an invitation to awaken the senses, where joy is hidden in every corner. In the bustling heart of Brussels, Belgium's glittering capital, stands a tiny 2-foot-tall statue, Man Ek in Peace, a bronze boy who has been happily peeing for more than 400 years, a symbol of Belgian humor, freedom, and hospitality. More than just a fountain, Man Ek in Peace is a statement that in Belgium, differences are celebrated, and joy can be found in the smallest things. With more than 1,000 costumes that change 3 times a week, this little boy is a true fashion star. Today he's an American cowboy in a Stetson hat on July 4th, tomorrow he's an 18th century French soldier in a blue cape on Bastille Day, or even a NASA astronaut in a glittering spacesuit for scientific events. Each costume is meticulously crafted by artisans and is kept in the Garderobe Museum as a national treasure. During festivals, his water is replaced with beer or wine, turning him into a unique wine fountain that attracts cheering crowds and toasts. Tourists from all over the world gather to take pictures, and locals proudly tell of how he has worn the jerseys of famous football teams, such as Manchester United and Barcelona in the finals. Legend has it that Manek in Peace saved Brussels from a great fire by peeing on the flames, making him a folk hero. Standing in front of the statue, you will feel the free spirit of Belgium, where humor and creativity are always at the forefront. If you think Manek in Peace deserves to be featured in any travel guide, comment 1 and share the outfit you would like to see him wearing. Belgian women are a blend of intelligence, beauty, and discreet charm, making you both admire and curious. With their rosy complexions, slim figures, and refined manners, they boast one of the highest university graduation rates in Europe. 1 in 2 women have a degree. Fluent in French, Dutch, German, and often English, they easily draw you into conversation over a beer in Brussels or a cozy pub in Antwerp. Love in Belgium is deep and unpretentious. 38% of women aged 30 to 45 date foreigners, who love the sincerity and fun of Americans and Canadians. Instead of empty words, they express their love through subtle gestures, handwritten letters hidden in books, notes in chocolate boxes, or hand-knitted scarves. On Valentine's Day, Namur Square in Wallonia becomes a love luck stage, where couples exchange engraved bracelets, glass jars with messages, or personalized chocolates. Tip: if you drop bread in a fondue pot while eating with her, be prepared for a sweet challenge, whether it's a kiss or a self-drawn painting. Art lovers take you to the Magritte Museum, the Ghent Craft Market, or an outdoor concert, handing out homemade cookies and dried flower wreaths, making every moment a memory. If you've ever dreamed of a place more beautiful than Venice, head to Bruges, a fairy-tale gem of the north where time seems to stand still. Meandering canals weave through cobblestone streets, past ivy-covered medieval buildings, and shimmer in the sunset like a Renaissance painting. Glide under ancient stone bridges and feel the pulse of the 14th century, when Bruges was one of Europe's richest trading centers, a gathering place for merchants from Italy and England. The city center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is where 200-year-old chocolate shops still handcraft candy that melts like a sweet kiss. 15th-century breweries, such as De Havemon, continue to produce ancient recipes, such as the famous Bruges Zot, which is rich in flavor. At night, Bruges transforms into a fairy-tale kingdom. No billboards, no traffic noise, just warm yellow lights reflecting on the water and the distant ringing of church bells like a lullaby. Visit a quiet cafe in Bruges, where you are invited to sip tea or coffee while listening to the sound of water lapping against the rocks, an experience that will make you forget all the worries of the modern world. In some remote corners, phone reception disappears, allowing you to immerse yourself in an eternal Bruges where time stands still. Bruges is also famous for its night walking tours, where guides tell spooky stories about the ghosts in the old houses, leaving you both shivering and excited. The Flower Festival by the canals, with boats decorated with fresh flowers and lanterns, is a must-see event, turning Bruges into a living picture. Locals often hold small markets where you can buy artisanal cheese, wild honey, or hand-embroidered scarves. If you love jazz, blues, or the sultry sound of the saxophone, be surprised. This instrument was born not in New Orleans but in Dinant, Belgium, on the Meuse River. In 1840, musical genius Adolphe Sax created the saxophone, combining brass and woodwinds to create a unique sound that bridges the gap between classical and military. From 19th-century military bands to John Coltrane jazz and Hollywood soundtracks, the saxophone has conquered the world. Dinant, the world's saxophone capital, boasts a 12-foot saxophone statue, a bridge decorated with 30 saxophones bearing the flags of countries, and a museum in Sax's home, which houses the original design. With more than 30 variations from soprano to baritone, the saxophone is a symbol of Belgian creativity, proving that a small town can change music. The International Saxophone Festival in Dinant attracts artists from around the world, transforming the cobblestone streets into outdoor stages, playing to the sounds of the Meuse River. On moonlit nights, the saxophone echoes from riverside cafes, as if the spirit of sax is still playing. Local artists compose music inspired by the Meuse, combining the saxophone with the sounds of birds and wind, creating a unique musical experience. Nestled in the lush forests of Wallonia, Derby is the smallest city in the world, measuring just 0.3 square miles, but it has a rich history dating back to the 14th century. Not a single street here is straight, all winding like a medieval maze, paved with cobblestones that tell ancient tales of merchants, knights and adventures. The 300-year-old stone and wood houses are still inhabited, housing bakeries that make fresh loaves of bread, artisanal shops where old ladies meticulously knit scarves, and small taverns with crackling fires where you can sip a local beer and listen to folk tales of forest spirits. The privately owned Derby Castle looks like something out of a fairy tale, overlooking the village from a forested hill, with moss-covered stone walls that tell tales of battles and feasts long ago. The Topiary Park, Europe's largest, is a highlight with 250 sculptures of trees from dragons and dolphins to cartoon characters like Tintin and Mickey Mouse, making you feel like you've wandered into a magical garden. Dine at a Michelin-starred restaurant in a Hans Christian Andersen-like setting, with dishes like roasted venison with berry sauce, and you'll forget about the modern world. Derby is also known for its alleys leading to secret gardens, where locals grow herbs, roses, and lavender in the centuries-old tradition. Some visitors have reported finding hidden cafes in the woods, where the owners offer free herbal tea if you tell a story about your trip, creating warm moments of connection. Derby also hosts an annual medieval fair, where people dress up in period costumes, recreating 14th century life with swordplay, dancing, and a craft market. In Belgium, coffee is more than just a drink, it's a slow-living ritual, an invitation to pause and enjoy the moment. In Bruges, Rainy Days Coffee Shop is only open when it rains, bringing tranquility to every cup of coffee. The owner, a silver-haired artist, believes that the rain helps you calm down, making lattes while telling stories of old Bruges. In Ghent, O Espresso Bar Band's Wi-Fi encourages reading, chatting, or listening to the sound of spoons clinking, reminiscent of the 90s. Each cup of coffee comes with a complimentary chocolate praline, a sweet hug from Belgian culture. People sit for hours sipping coffee, especially on weekends, when families gather to share stories and tarts. From old train cars turned into cafes, bookstores with jazz music, to canal-side cafes overlooking ancient bridges, Belgian coffee is a soulful experience. In Liège, some cafes give away cookies if you tell the story of your day. In Antwerp, Normo hosts Saturday night poetry readings, turning the cafe into a literary stage. In Leuven, a storytelling corner brings together tourists and locals to share their journeys from the distant past to their childhoods. Belgian cafe culture is about living every moment, letting the rain, the music, and the aroma of coffee tell your story. Belgium offers an unrivaled experience, living like royalty in a real castle, where you can touch history and feel the breath of centuries past. Château d'Este, a 13th century castle in the Wallonia region, can be rented on Airbnb for $2,800 per night, but when shared between 18 people, it only costs $150 per person, cheaper than a double room in Paris. The castle is an architectural masterpiece, with 17 luxurious bedrooms, each decorated with antique furniture, velvet curtains, and 15th century murals depicting battles and love stories. The ornate ballroom, with its soaring ceilings and crystal chandeliers, is the setting for lavish soirees. The ancient stone stove still functions, allowing you to cook medieval-style meals, while the French garden overlooking the River Lay, surrounded by oak trees, is the perfect place to stroll or host an alfresco feast. Dine by candlelight in the 600-year-old dining room by the log fire, and you'll feel like you're in an Alexandre Dumas novel, with dishes like beef stew in wine and berry tarts. Nearby, at the ancient Château de Petit Somme, you can take part in the Live Like a Noble program, where you'll learn how to make tea in a silver pot, enjoy cakes from ancient recipes, and write letters with goose quills sealed in red wax, an experience that transports you back to the days of royalty. With strong Wi-Fi and views of the woods, this is not a museum, but a living time machine where you can truly live in history. Some visitors have reported hearing the wind whispering through the stone walls, as if the castle were telling its own story. Special rooms, like the Knight's Room, with its four-poster bed and decorative armor, make you feel like a 13th century lord. The castle also has an ancient library with centuries-old leather books, where you can sit and read by the window overlooking the valley. Imagine a movie-like Christmas scene, where Brussels transforms into a sparkling snowy wonderland, with twinkling lights and the smell of gingerbread. The Winter Wonders Market, voted Europe's best Christmas market in 2022 by 320,000 international visitors, transforms the Grand Place into a living snow globe. UNESCO-listed 17th-century buildings glow with warm yellow lights, while the town hall becomes a 3D light show that synchronizes with Christmas music every 30 minutes, telling stories of winter and peace through animation. Skate on the ice rink in the Old Town, where children laugh and couples hold hands, or take in panoramic views of the city from the 180-foot Ferris wheel, the tallest of all European Christmas attractions. Stroll through 200 wooden stalls and you'll find artisan chocolates from brands like Neuhaus, fragrant Trappist beers, traditional wooden toys, and cozy hand-knitted scarves. A different Belgian town donates a Christmas tree to the Grand Place each year, decorated with a theme of light and peace, as a cultural unification ritual. Children can join a children's village to bake cookies, paint, and write letters to Santa, while adults enjoy mulled wine or hot chocolate by outdoor fireplaces. The market lasts until New Year's, with outdoor concerts, dazzling fireworks, and street performers performing circus acts and fire dances. Some stalls even recreate medieval Christmas scenes, with vendors dressed in period costumes and serving dishes like roast meat and gingerbread using 15th century recipes. Brussels welcomes you not with modern skyscrapers, but with the charming 17th century Grand Place, where every cobblestone seems to carry the scent of freshly baked bread and the sound of footsteps from hundreds of years ago. In the morning, the square is like a stage waiting for a show. People jog through the narrow alleys, an old woman sips espresso over a newspaper, and the bells of St. Michael's Church slowly ring, waking up the city. Deeper into Brussels, you'll discover a colorful mosaic. The Magritte Museum houses the famous artist's surrealist works, and the Morals district is bustling with weekend flea markets, where artists, craftsmen, and students gather to sell unique items, from hand-painted paintings to antique ceramics. Traffic here is light. Office workers cycle through the cobblestone streets, mothers take their children to school on the tram, and the elderly stroll in the park dell, listening to the birds instead of checking their phones. At night, Brussels is neither sleepy nor in a hurry. The beer halls in the Sablon district light up. The Delirium Café with more than 2,000 beers is bustling with voices from around the world, and behind the ancient cathedral, a street band plays lively violins, making visitors stop and dance. The highlight of Brussels is the moment when the Grand Place Square lights up, with lights dancing to classical music, making everyone from tourists to locals stop and be mesmerized. Brussels also hosts an annual light festival, which turns ancient buildings into vibrant 3D paintings that tell stories about Belgian history and culture. Some of Brussels' narrow alleys lead to hidden pubs, where you can try beers produced only a few barrels a year, aged in centuries-old oak barrels. Brussels is not just a capital, it is a poem, where every corner tells a story, every smile is a welcome. Belgium, a sparkling little treasure trove where each region tells a unique story. In the south, the Ardennes enchant with royal camping. Hike through tree-lined trails, explore ancient fortresses, and explore the million-year-old caves of Hans-sur-Lesse, where stalactites sparkle like gems. An underground boat tour takes you into a magical world. In the north, Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world, shines with 80% of the global rough diamond trade. Here, jewelers, gem exhibitions, and diamond cutters transform rough stones into masterpieces. The Diamond Museum traces the history of the industry back to the Middle Ages. Belgium is also a chocolate haven. Museums in Brussels and Bruges let you taste the sweets of Godiva and Neuhaus, with Belgians consuming 13 pounds of them each year. A chocolate-making class in Bruges lets you create your own. Ghent, with its Gravenstein Castle, captivates with a night tour that tells ghost stories of knights and princesses. Towns like Mechelen echo with the carillon bells of its ancient cathedral, and outdoor markets are filled with the scents of artisanal cheese, wild honey, and rye bread. From the mysterious Ardennes forest to the cobbled old town of Antwerp, Belgium is like a small espresso, awakening all the senses, urging you to explore every corner. Belgium is a land of vibrant festivals, where tradition and magic blend together, like stepping into a European fairy tale. The Carnaval de Binche, a UNESCO heritage site, is a unique highlight. The Gillis, men in colorful costumes and ostrich feather hats throw Spanish oranges into the crowd, bringing good luck and community spirit. The Binche people prepare for this ritual all year, making it a source of national pride. Every August, the Grand Place in Brussels transforms into the largest flower carpet in Europe, woven from 500,000 begonias, shaped like castles, dragons, or peace symbols, leaving visitors with endless photos. Ghent Festival, a huge street party, turns the city into a 10-day stage. Jazz, rock, giant puppets, beer carts, and vibrant murals attract millions. Despite the crowds, Ghent feels like a village party, with locals inviting you to dance or share a beer. Little-known Tree Day in Wallonia celebrates nature with flowering trees, lanterns, folk concerts, and a craft market. The Antwerp Light Festival in winter turns historic buildings into 3D paintings, telling the story of Belgium's history through light, and attracts artists from around the world. Each festival is an invitation to immerse yourself in Belgian culture, to laugh, dance, and feel the country's pulse. Belgian cuisine turns familiar dishes into masterpieces, from fries to waffles. Brussels waffles, square and crispy, topped with whipped cream, strawberries, and melted chocolate, are as luxurious as a five-star dessert. Liege waffles, round and thick, filled with crunchy caramel, are a fragrant street food that entices visitors at the markets. Belgian fries, fried twice in beef fat, crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, are a national pride, served with more than 15 sauces such as mayonnaise, truffle, or spicy curry. Belgians claim these are Belgian fries, and you'll see why at a small stand in Antwerp where the fries are hand-cut and fried on the spot. In the summer, moles frites, steamed oysters and white wine, and nautical-flavored fries are served in a cast-iron pot in Ostend. Belgian chocolate, from Godiva, Neuhaus, or Pierre Marcolini, is an art, each confection combining cocoa, hazelnuts, and unique flavors like sea salt. Chocolate-making classes in Brussels let you create your own sweets to take home. Belgian beer, with more than 1,600 varieties, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Trappist beers from monasteries like Westmalle or Chimay, brewed to ancient recipes, are rich in dried fruit and spices. At Delirium Café, you can try rare beers. Belgian street food is Michelin-starred, turning simple dishes into legends. Belgium is an ideal destination for those who dream of European luxury without worrying about finances, with a cost of living that is only 55% of New York and 30% lower than the Western European average. A one-bedroom apartment in central Brussels or Antwerp costs $1,000 to $1,250 a month, while a one-bedroom apartment in the suburbs is just $800 to $1,000, located near lush parks, ideal for a laid-back lifestyle. Utilities such as electricity, water, heating, and high-speed internet range from $200 to $250 a month, ensuring cozy winters in quaint wooden apartments. Groceries cost $350 to $450 a month, with Brussels Marché du Midi market filled with artisanal cheeses, rye bread, and fresh fruit like strawberries and sweet pears. Eating out costs $18 to $25 per meal at a cheap restaurant, or $50 to $70 for a three-course fine dining meal in Bruges, Antwerp, with wine. Public transportation is convenient. A $60 monthly pass will take you from Brussels to Ghent, Liège, Bruges in an hour. Gyms are $35 to $45 per month. Dental care is $50 to $80, with high-quality healthcare. In total, you can live comfortably in Belgium on $1,650 to $1,950/month, with enough left over to travel to Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin. Sipping UNESCO Trappist beer, strolling the cobblestone streets, you save big, even attending Oktoberfest or Carnival Venice thanks to Belgium's central location. Belgium is more than a destination, it's a feeling, an invitation to explore a small but mighty kingdom where every street corner tells a story, every beer is a poem, and every smile is a welcome. From 19th-century messenger cats to 800-year-old castles that still open their doors for you to stay overnight, from fairy-tale-like festivals to coffees sipped in the rain, Belgium proves that you don't need to be big to shine. Every cobblestone in Bruges, every saxophone tune in Dinant, every chocolate in Brussels is a piece of a rich cultural mosaic where creativity, hospitality, and joie de vivre come together. Add Belgium to your travel bucket list, and let this kingdom steal your heart, as it has millions of visitors around the world. Like, share, and subscribe to continue your inspiring journeys of discovery. Where would you like us to take you next? Leave your ideas in the comments, and we'll see you on our next adventure. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the magical kingdom of Belgium, where European dreams come true.
Hello everyone. Today, we will explore a beautiful country that is still quite mysterious to many tourists, Belarus. This is a country with majestic nature, unique culture and long history. If you love magnificent castles, vast forests and unique cuisine, then Belarus is the ideal destination for you. What impresses you most about Belarus? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to click subscribe to not miss the next exciting journeys of discovery. Belarus is a country located in the heart of Eastern Europe, bordering Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Lithuania and Latvia. With its strategic geographical location, Belarus plays an important role in trade, economy and cultural exchange between Eastern and Western Europe. This is an ideal destination for those who want to explore the combination of history, architecture, and nature. The capital Minsk is the economic, political, and cultural center of the country. The city impresses with the harmony between classical and modern architecture, especially the massive constructions from the Soviet era. Coming to Minsk, you cannot miss the highlights such as Independence Square, one of the largest squares in Europe, where many important events take place. Nezavisomosti Avenue, the central street with buildings of grand Stalinist architectural style. Museum of the Great Patriotic War, where precious documents about World War II are kept, helping you better understand the heroic history of Belarus. In addition to impressive architectural works, Minsk also has many green parks and picturesque lakes, providing a relaxing space in the heart of the bustling city. Gorky Park and Victory Park are ideal destinations for walking, enjoying the fresh air and immersing yourself in nature. Not only Minsk, Belarus is also famous for its pristine natural landscapes such as Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park, the oldest primeval forest in Europe and home to the rare European bison. Belarus is a land rich in historical traditions, reflected in magnificent architectural works and important monuments. One of the most prominent symbols is Mir Castle, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, with a unique beauty combining Gothic, Baroque and Renaissance architecture. Not far from Mir is Nesvish Castle, once the residence of the Radziwill noble family. It is considered one of the most magnificent palaces in Europe, attracting visitors with its beautiful gardens and luxurious interiors. In addition to the ancient castles, Brest Fortress is one of the most important monuments of Belarus, a symbol of courage and patriotism during World War II. It preserves many historical documents and is a must-see destination for those who want to learn about the heroic past of this country. In addition, Belarus is also famous for many traditional festivals. One of the biggest events is Kapala Night, which takes place every July to welcome summer. During this time, visitors can admire colorful folk costumes, enjoy traditional music and join in lively dances around glowing bonfires. Belarusians are known for their hospitality, friendliness, and warmth. They are always ready to help visitors, sharing their country's history and culture with deep pride. Whether living in big cities like Minsk or peaceful rural areas, they still maintain a slow, relaxed pace of life and are close to nature. Belarusians love outdoor activities. In the summer, they often go hiking, fishing, or camping by the lush green forests and clear lakes. In the winter, skiing and ice skating become popular activities, bringing joy to both adults and children. In addition, Belarus has a rich folk culture, with traditional songs and dances passed down through generations. Crafts such as embroidery, weaving, and ceramics are also very developed, reflecting the ingenuity and sophistication of the people here. Coming to Belarus, you not only get to explore the beautiful natural scenery, but also have the opportunity to experience the beauty of the people and unique culture of this land. Belarus is known as the green lung of Europe, with more than 40% of its area covered by forests. This is one of the countries with the highest proportion of natural forests in Europe, providing fresh air and a rich ecosystem. One of the most prominent natural destinations is Belovezhskaya Pushcha National Park, the oldest primeval forest in Europe, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. This is the roof of the European bison, a rare animal and a symbol of Belarus. Besides the vast forests, Belarus also owns more than 11,000 large and small lakes, creating a poetic and charming landscape. Lake Narek, the largest freshwater lake in Belarus, is an ideal destination for those who love boating, fishing, and camping in the wild nature. In the summer, the lakeside lawns become a great resort. And in the fall, the lake reflects the brilliant yellow of the trees, creating a picturesque scene. Belarus is truly a paradise for those who love nature and explore peaceful lands. Do you want to learn more about Belarus? Leave number 1 so we can take you to explore the cultural and historical heritage here. Belarusian cuisine is traditionally Slavic, influenced by Russia, Poland, and Ukraine, creating dishes that are both simple and flavorful. Potatoes are the main ingredient in many dishes, the most famous of which is draniki crispy potato cakes, often served with sour cream or meat sauce. Another popular dish is koldani, meat-filled dumplings which can be steamed or fried, giving them a rich, fatty flavor. If you want to enjoy a more hearty dish, try machenka, a soft and fragrant stew, often served with pancakes, creating a warm, nutritious meal. In addition, Belarusians also love hot soups, especially in the cold winter. Borscht, a typical red beetroot soup, and soljanka, a spicy and sour soup with meat and vegetables, are both indispensable dishes in traditional meals. To finish off your meal, try kvass, a fermented drink made from barley bread. With its refreshing taste and slight sourness, kvass is a favorite thirst quencher all year round. So we have just explored Belarus, a beautiful country with majestic nature, rich cultural heritage and hospitable, friendly people. From the vast primeval forests of Belovezhskia Puszcza National Park, ancient castles like Mir, Nesvish, to typical dishes like draniki, koldani, all create a vivid and attractive picture of Belarus. If you love exploring nature, learning about history or experiencing unique culinary culture, then Belarus is definitely an ideal destination for you. Plan your trip to enjoy the wild beauty, magnificent architectural works and peaceful, relaxing atmosphere here. What impressed you most about Belarus? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue following interesting journeys of discovery about attractive destinations around the world. See you in the next videos. Finland is one of the Nordic countries famous for its unique culture, beautiful nature, and high quality of life. This country is not only known for its majestic natural landscape, but also a model of gender equality, friendly people, and sustainable economic development. Finland is always in the top of the happiest countries in the world, an ideal destination to learn and explore. Leave number 1 to explore this land with us. Finland is a country with a long history and rich traditions. Since the 12th century, Finland has been a part of Sweden for more than 600 years. During that time, Swedish culture and language have had a profound influence on the lives of the Finnish people. In 1809, Finland became an autonomous region of Russia after the war between Sweden and Russia. Although it was an autonomous region, the Finnish people always maintained their national spirit and desire for independence. After many historical changes, with the persistent struggle of the people, Finland officially declared independence on December 6, 1917. This was an important milestone that opened a new page in the country's history. During World War II, Finland faced many difficulties when it was attacked by the Soviet Union. Despite its small size and limited resources, the Finnish people still fought hard to protect their territory. After the war, the country suffered heavy economic and human losses. However, with a spirit of solidarity, the Finnish people have made constant efforts to rebuild the country and develop the economy strongly. Today, Finland is a stable democratic country, one of the most developed countries in the world, and plays an important role in the European Union. Finland's glorious history and strong rise are testament to the resilience and solidarity of its people. Finland is known as the land of 1,000 lakes, with more than 188,000 lakes and green forests covering 70% of the country's area. The natural beauty here is majestic, with vast forests, clear blue lakes, and the brilliant northern lights phenomenon in winter. Finnish Lapland is not only the homeland of Santa Claus, but also an attractive destination for those who want to explore the wild nature. Beautiful nature has contributed significantly to the development of tourism and environmental protection of the country. Finland has a sustainable economy, focusing on technology, industry, and tourism. The Nokia brand was once the pride of this country, making an important contribution to the world's information technology. In addition, the paper, wood, and clean energy industries also play an important role in the Finnish economy. The free education and healthcare system, along with high social welfare policies, have helped people have a good quality of life and are always among the happiest countries in the world. Finnish culture has a strong Nordic identity, harmoniously combining tradition and modernity. One of the typical cultural features of this country is the custom of sauna, a familiar habit in the daily life of the people. Sauna not only helps to relax, but is also a way to connect family members and friends. Finnish people consider this an important part of life, showing care for health and spirit. In addition, Finland also has many unique traditional festivals such as the Light Festival, Lapland Snow Festival, and Midsummer Festival. These festivals not only have cultural value, but also attract many international tourists. Finnish literature also left a deep impression with the work Kalevala, a famous folk epic reflecting the life and beliefs of the people here. Traditional cultural values combined with modernity have created a diverse, unique, and rich culture. This contributes to affirming Finland's position in world culture and attracts the interest of many people who love to explore Nordic culture. Finnish people are known for their sincerity, friendliness, and simple lifestyle. In their daily lives, they always promote honesty and respect for each other. Although somewhat quiet, Finnish people are very hospitable, ready to help when needed, and always maintain a polite attitude in communication. Their special character is modesty, unpretentiousness, and always appreciate the value of the little things in life. The Finnish lifestyle is closely linked to nature. They love outdoor activities such as hiking, fishing, or swimming in lakes in the summer. In the winter, skiing and watching the northern lights are popular activities. Living in harmony with nature helps Finnish people find balance and peace of mind. One of the typical cultural features of the people here is the tradition of sauna bathing. This is not only a relaxing habit, but also a way to connect family, friends, and the community. Finns believe that sauna helps purify the body, relieve stress, and bring better health. Despite modern life, Finns still preserve traditional values, especially family ties. They value privacy but always have sincere feelings for their loved ones. The combination of simple personality, love of nature, and unique culture has created Finnish people, gentle, friendly, and emotional people, contributing to the beauty of this Nordic land. Are you curious about the culture, nature, and economy of Finland? Leave a comment so we can learn more. Finland is one of the pioneering countries in protecting and respecting women's rights. As early as 1906, Finland became the first country in Europe to grant women the right to vote and run for office. This was an important step forward, demonstrating progress and the spirit of equality in society. This opened up opportunities for women to participate in the country's political and social life. Not only stopping at the right to vote, Finnish women also actively participate in many different fields such as education, economics, and arts. They hold many important positions in the government and large organizations, contributing to the overall development of the country. Gender equality policies are seriously implemented, helping women have the opportunity to study, work, and advance their careers fairly. In addition, the Finnish government also has many policies to support women such as maternity leave, healthcare, and flexible working conditions. These policies not only help women balance work and family, but also contribute to enhancing their role in society. Finnish women have been and are making important contributions to the country's sustainable development, being a symbol of strength, independence, and equality. Finland is a shining example of women's rights that many countries in the world should learn and follow. Finland is a country with comprehensive development in history, culture, people, and economy. This country is not only a model of gender equality, but also a place where people live in harmony with nature, building a sustainable and happy society. The values of people, culture, and economy of Finland are valuable lessons that many countries in the world need to learn. Finland is a symbol of a peaceful, civilized, and livable country. If you have watched the whole video and found this interesting, please leave a 2 to let me know. Welcome to Canada. The second largest country in the world, Canada boasts an incredible geographical diversity, from the bustling streets of Toronto to the snow-capped peaks of the Rockies. A land of majestic mountains, pristine forests, vast prairies and Arctic tundra, Canada combines vibrant cities with breathtaking nature. Whether you are drawn to its Anglo-French heritage or its multicultural communities, Canada has something for everyone. If you would like to explore this country with us, leave a 1 in the comments below. Canada is the second largest country in the world, with an area of about 9.98 million square kilometers, second only to Russia. Canada's territory stretches from the Atlantic Ocean in the east to the Pacific Ocean in the west, and borders the Arctic Ocean in the north. With a length of about 4,600 kilometers from north to south and more than 5,500 kilometers from east to west, Canada has a variety of terrains, from majestic mountain ranges like the Rockies, vast forests to vast plains. In addition, Canada's coastline is the longest in the world, reaching about 202,000 kilometers. Despite its large area, Canada's population is only about 40 million people, concentrated mainly in the south bordering the United States. Montreal, Canada's second largest city, is located on an island in the St. Lawrence River. This French-speaking city is known for its vibrant arts, culture, and fashion scene. Strolling the cobblestone streets will make you feel like you're in Europe. Highlights include the downtown skyscrapers, the Olympic Tower, and the quaint charm of Old Montreal. Amusement parks and water parks also make Montreal a great destination for all ages. Located in the Rocky Mountains of Alberta, Banff National Park is Canada's oldest and most famous national park. The town of Banff, located within the park, is a great place to escape to in the midst of majestic nature. Visitors come to admire the emerald waters of Lake Louise, stroll through the colorful flowers of Sunshine Meadows, and drive the scenic Icefields Parkway. Banff is a paradise for nature lovers and adventurers. Located off the Pacific coast of Canada, Vancouver Island is known for its temperate climate, artistic landscapes, and unspoiled natural beauty. Named after British explorer George Vancouver, the island is home to many attractions including the charming city of Victoria, the stunning Butchart Gardens, and the surf town of Tofino. The northern part of the island is connected to Prince Rupert and even Alaska, offering endless adventure. Located on the St. Lawrence River, Quebec City offers a European experience right in North America. Stroll through the cobblestone streets of Old Quebec, visit the Citadel and Place Royale, where explorer Samuel de Champlain established the first French settlement in North America. The city's icon, the Chateau Frontenac, is considered the most photographed hotel in North America and is a must-see. As the capital of Ontario and Canada's most populous city, Toronto is a bustling metropolis located along the shores of Lake Ontario. It is home to over 200 ethnic groups speaking over 140 languages, making Toronto a truly global city. Visitors can explore multicultural neighborhoods such as Greektown, Little Italy, Koreatown, and Chinatown. Notable attractions include the iconic CN Tower and the fairy-tale castle Casa Loma. For a relaxing getaway, the Toronto Islands with their beautiful beaches and outdoor activities are ideal. If you want to learn more about this country, leave number 2 in the comments below. Thanks! Thanks to the majestic mountains of Whistler and Blackham, Whistler Resort is the largest and most popular ski resort in North America. Located in British Columbia, Whistler is just a 2-hour drive from Vancouver along the scenic Sea to Sky Road. Visitors can explore the beautiful villages of Whistler Village, Creekside, and Upper Village, all connected by the spectacular peak-to-peak gondola. Whether it's the snowy winter or the hiking trails in the summer, Whistler is sure to provide an unforgettable experience. For those looking to explore the wilderness, Jasper National Park in Alberta is a must-see destination. The largest park in the Canadian Rockies and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Jasper is home to stunning views such as Mount Edith Cavell and Maligne Canyon. Hike in the summer and ski or snowshoe in the winter. No matter the season, Jasper's wild beauty never fails to amaze visitors. One of the most famous waterfalls in the world, Niagara Falls straddles the border of Ontario, Canada and New York, USA. Of the three waterfalls, Horseshoe Falls is the largest and offers the most spectacular views and many attractions. The area surrounding the falls is a vibrant tourist destination with observation decks, restaurants, souvenir shops and high-rise hotels offering stunning views. Queen Victoria Park is a great place to view the falls, especially at night when they are illuminated, and there is a fireworks display in the summer. A bustling port city on the west coast of British Columbia, Vancouver is one of the most ethnically diverse cities in Canada. It is a true metropolis, surrounded by majestic nature, offering endless opportunities for outdoor activities. Vancouver's most prominent attraction is Stanley Park, a giant green oasis in the heart of the city. The world-famous Capilano Suspension Bridge, spanning 137 meters over the Capilano River, is also a must-see. For those who love culture, the Granville Island Food Market and the vibrant shops of Chinatown are also attractive destinations. Canada's capital, Ottawa, is located in eastern Ontario, close to Montreal and the U.S. border. A hub of history and culture, Ottawa is home to world-class museums, stunning architecture, and vibrant markets. Explore the Bywood Market, skate on the Rideau Canal in the winter, or bike through Gatineau Park in the summer. Whether you're into adventure, food, or history, Ottawa has something for everyone. That's it for our top 10 places to visit in Canada. Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel inspiration. See you on the next trip. Hello. Today we will explore Sweden, one of the most livable countries in the world. With pristine nature, modern cities, unique culture, and friendly people, this country will definitely bring you unforgettable experiences. What impresses you most about Sweden? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. Sweden is located in Northern Europe, on the Scandinavian peninsula, bordering Norway to the west and Finland to the northeast. The south of Sweden borders the Baltic Sea and the Kattegat Sea, creating a beautiful long coastline. The country has an area of about 450,000 square kilometers, making it the largest country in the Nordic region. Thanks to its special location, Sweden has a temperate climate with cool summers and cold winters, especially in the north, where the northern lights and the impressive white nights are observed. Sweden is one of the countries with the most spectacular natural landscapes in Northern Europe. This country stands out with its vast forests, clear blue lakes stretching across the territory, and poetic coastlines that bring a peaceful and attractive beauty. In the summer, when the sun barely sets in the northern regions, visitors can witness the mysterious white nights phenomenon, where the sky remains bright even at midnight. In winter, Lapland becomes a paradise for those who love white snow. This is the ideal place to watch the northern lights, a brilliant, magical strip of light that paints a magical picture in the night sky. Not only that, visitors can participate in exciting activities such as skiing, ice fishing, or even experience sleeping in the Ice Hotel, a unique construction built entirely from ice and snow. With majestic nature and memorable experiences, Sweden will definitely be an ideal destination for those who love exploration and adventure. A trip to Sweden would not be complete without enjoying the country's traditional dishes. The most famous dish is köttbullar meatballs in a rich, creamy sauce, often served with mashed potatoes, pickled cucumbers, and sweet and sour lingonberry sauce. This is one of the culinary symbols of Sweden, bringing delicious and rich flavors. In addition, you cannot miss gravlax fresh salmon marinated with salt, sugar and dill, creating a light, fresh and characteristic flavor. This dish is often served with crispy bread or mustard sauce to enhance the flavor. In particular, if you love sweets, cannibal fragrant waffles with a characteristic layer of sugar and cinnamon will surely make you fall in love. Another culinary experience worth trying is smorgasbord, a traditional Swedish buffet, where you can enjoy many typical dishes at once. With its diversity and richness, Swedish cuisine will surely give you unforgettable experiences. When it comes to Sweden, it is impossible not to mention Stockholm, the beautiful capital known as the Venice of the North. This city is built on 14 islands and is connected by more than 50 bridges, creating a unique landscape where water and land blend together perfectly. Stockholm has a subtle combination of ancient features and modern breadth. One of the destinations not to be missed is the old town of Gamla Stan, the oldest area of the city, where cobblestone streets, medieval buildings and small cafes create a charming space. You can also visit the majestic Royal Palace, which is still used by the Swedish royal family for important events. Not only is Stockholm famous for its impressive history and architecture, it is also an ideal destination for music and art lovers. Visitors can explore the ABBA Museum to learn about the legendary Swedish band, or enjoy the peaceful space along the green canals, where natural beauty blends with the modern life of the city. Sweden is consistently ranked among the happiest countries in the world, thanks to its comprehensive social welfare system, advanced education system, and green, clean, and beautiful living environment. The Swedish government always focuses on the quality of life of its people, from free healthcare policies, high-quality education to maternity leave and long-term leave to help workers balance their lives. Not only do they have good welfare, Swedish people also have a healthy lifestyle and are close to nature. They love outdoor activities regardless of the season. In the summer, people enjoy the sunshine by cycling, kayaking, or hiking on beautiful roads. In the winter, they do not hesitate to swim in the cold weather, a tradition that helps improve health and spirit. Thanks to the combination of high quality of life, clean environment, and positive living culture, Sweden is always an ideal destination for those who want to discover a balanced and happy life. Sweden is not only famous for its beautiful natural landscapes, but also a country with a rich and creative culture. This is the homeland of the prestigious Nobel Prize, honoring individuals who have made great contributions to humanity. In addition, Sweden is also the birthplace of many famous global brands such as IKEA, Volvo, H&M, demonstrating the creativity and innovative spirit of this country. Not only do they have proud achievements, the Swedish lifestyle is also very special. They pursue the philosophy of lagom, meaning just enough. A lifestyle that emphasizes balance, not too much, not too little, helping to create a harmonious and happy life. In addition, an indispensable cultural feature in the daily life of Swedish people is fika, the habit of enjoying coffee with cakes and chatting with friends or colleagues. This is not just a snack but also a time to relax, connect with people around, creating a slow but meaningful pace of life. Sweden not only impresses with its beautiful natural landscapes, but also with its modern development and meaningful traditional cultural values. This is a country that brings harmony between nature and urban life, where people always strive for peace, balance, and creativity. From vast green forests, clear lakes to modern cities like Stockholm, Gothenburg, or Malmö, each place brings a unique beauty and is worth exploring. In addition, the Swedish lifestyle is also very admirable. They promote the philosophy of lagom, just enough, not too much or too little, helping to create balance in all aspects of life. Not only that, the fika culture, the habit of stopping, enjoying a cup of coffee with a cake and chatting with friends, has become a charming feature of the people here. So what impresses you most about Sweden? Leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue exploring other interesting destinations.